Swatches at Avera. Today I wanted to finish out these Jane Davenport swatches with the last item I picked up, which were these Magic Wand pencils. So I already took the plastic off. I had attempted to sharpen them. They're pretty sharpened, so I really couldn't do anything else with them. I don't think these are watercolor pencils. I think they're just straight regular pencils. There are, I'm trying to remember, was it 24 color pencils? No, it's not 24, maybe 16. I'll put it in here somewhere. So at first glance, you have your primaries in here. Even though I'm not really seeing orange, I'm seeing a lot of purple and pink, a lot of blue. We're gonna swatch these out today. Let's take a first look. Like I said, I tried to sharpen these just to get them started, but it wouldn't let me because they're already pre-sharpened. As you can tell, they do have names on the barrel. My light may be causing a little glare there, but they say Jane Davenport and then they have a color name. So this pencil is called Raven. Not really sure how these are gonna go. If you watch my last couple of videos on the Jane Davenport items, I've been kind of so-so about them, but let's see what this turns into. Let me get my pad out and we'll swatch out the colors. So usually I would try to rearrange these in Roy G. Biv order, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to swatch them as they are in the tin. I do think the tin is pretty, so I will keep the crowns, keep the pencils in this tin just so it's easy for me to find them and keep them organized. So we're going to start with the first pencil, which is called Heartthrob. So I'm not expecting, you know, like super pigment, but that's actually not bad. It's definitely more pigment than my Sargent pencils I've been using lately. So it's Heartthrob. Next we have Egg Yolk. They're pretty smooth to write with. And the length is good. They're not short. That's one of my pet peeves. To me, when they're short, they're harder to work with. This is Buzzy. I would have expected more of a honeybee yellow, but that's a pale yellow. Then we have, I guess that's Jiminy. It's like a pea green. Then we have Emerald. We have 70s eyeshadow. Which is like a lighter version of that emerald color, which isn't really emerald green. To me, it's a little too blue. We have Mermaid. We have Ink. We have Dragonfly. Like I said, these are smooth. I can write in script pretty easy with them. We have butterfly. We have mystic. Feather. And that's pretty close to mystic also. A little bit different. This is Kiss Kiss. It's like a purplish pink. Pixie. Even more fuchsia. Candy floss. Let's see, contour. Buff. Highlight. I guess these are all supposed to be like flesh tones. You know, not everybody's flesh tone, but some people's flesh tone. Flamingo. Bear. Eclipse, which wasn't exactly what I expected. I expected more like a midnight blue. Jane's Gray. Yep, she spells it like I spell it. Raven. And finally, unicorn. Oops, you barely can see that. So you can't see that it's spelled unicorn wrong, but that's your white. So those are all the colors of the Jane Davenport Magic Wand pencils. They're pretty smooth, so the quality of the pencil is fine. I think you could get nice color down with these and use them on different types of paper. So if you were using them in coloring books, they should be fine. It's not as much variety as you would think. I think it is 24 colors here, because I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So yeah, it's 24 pencils here. Even though there's 24 pencils here, I do think there's some variety missing. There's places where some of the colors are very similar. Like there may be a tone or shade off, like Mystic and Feather, Emerald, 70s Eyeshadow and Mermaid, Ink and Dragonfly. It's like a very subtle difference between the two of them. There's really only one green, because that emerald doesn't really look like green. It's very blue. Egg yolk, I think, is supposed to be the orange, not the yellow. So There's some colors missing here, but I think that the color theme that's here goes along with what you see in Jane Davenport's art. So like if you know her art, these colors make sense, but if you were looking for something with a lot of color variety, there's some stuff missing here. The raven isn't really that dark or black. So if you were looking for something really jet, that's not it. Like I said, there could be some more green and yellow here. There could be some more variation in red. I feel like we've got maybe 3 pinks here. One is actually a purple. This flamingo may lean into the red family, depending on the light. What else can I say about the colors? Names of the colors. I've talked about this in other videos. I appreciate that there are names on the pencils, because that's really important to me. I think it helps you keep track and keep organized and be creative. But I think this came up with the pastel palette. When the names don't really have anything to do with the color, it's really hard to make those connections. So like to me, it started out, well, heartthrob, okay, heart's red. Egg yolk, I would think yellow or orange. Buzzy, it wasn't the yellow I was thinking. Jiminy, like I immediately thought Jiminy Cricket. I don't know if you're not familiar with Disney, would you make that connection that is Jiminy Cricket? I think there's some places where the colors are kind of like not connected. Like I wouldn't necessarily think butterfly was blue. I wouldn't necessarily think that contour is this salmon color. So there's, yeah, eclipse, like I said, I was thinking midnight blue, I was thinking of the sky. So I think that some of the color names here don't necessarily match the expectations of color. And I mean, that's something to think about, like when you're choosing these names, like bear being brown. Okay, cool. I can see that connection. Flamingo being a kind of pink, can see that connection. But there's some here that I don't think I would have automatically figured out that the color was what it was. But that's just me. You might not care. You might make your little chart and be like, hey, if I really want to know what it is, I can refer back to my chart. Cool. Other than that, I do think that they work fine. They'll definitely get some use. Like I said, I've been using a set of Sargent pencils to color in one of my coloring books, and I'm like, why am I not enjoying this process as much as I thought I would? And I think it's that my Sargents are just a little too scratchy, and these were definitely smoother than no Sargents. So I think that they can give you a nice coloring experience, provided these colors fall into the color schemes that you're looking for. So I think that's all I have to say about this set of pencils. Overall, not bad. I think out of the items that I picked up from Spellbinders in the Jane Davenport line, this would probably be one of the ones that I liked, along with, I think, what was the other thing I said I liked? It might have been the watercolor markers, but I wasn't sure how I was going to use them. So these, I would say, if you can catch them on sale, which is what I did, and I paid that much, I'll insert it here. You know I never remember. But if you can pick them up on a good sale, I would say, you know, definitely get them. I would not pay full price for these. And the reason I wouldn't pay full price, again, is just the color selection. I think it's a little limited. Like I said, unless your style is very similar to Jane Davenport's and those kind of colors that you use, I think you're a little limited here. But that's about it. Thank you, as always, for spending time with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And my next videos will not be Jane Davenport videos. I do have a sticky club from last month that I forgot about, and my new sticky club will probably be here soon. And I'll have some flip throughs coming up soon. And I have a really large haul that I've just been holding on to, so that should be coming up soon too. As always, Bye.